Hello all. I'm going to be doing a pick a crystal for a message for this beautiful new moon in Aries. So these are our crystals. Rhodonite, which is absolutely beautiful. Well, I think all crystals are beautiful. So crystal number 1, Malachite, number 2, and beautiful Moonstone Tower, number 3. So take a minute, take a breath, and pick a crystal, and we will get along with the message. So, crystal number 1. Let's see. What messages do we have? Portal. Infinite mind, awakening consciousness. So, right now I'm getting that feeling of that expansion of energy that's coming forward, that expansion of fruition, that expansion of the work that you've been really putting in is now coming into fruition. Like you've planted all these seeds, you've done all this internal work, you've gone through a huge transition, something that was just like they're saying like life altering transition, like you're not who you used to be, and you're finally coming into your power, you're finally realizing who you are and the power that you have within you, and it's time to really embrace that and believe and trust in that, know in that. Courage. Having the courage to step forward, having the courage to believe in yourself and to know in yourself and to know in your power, having that faith that you know what you're feeling and what you know is, it just is, rather than trying to second guess it, or it's almost like you, that little doubt sneaks in and you're like, no, okay, maybe, but no, trust it, believe in it, believe in you. Like you're very connected, you're very powerful in your intuition and in your sense of knowing. So they're just asking you to really take time to trust that and have faith in that and know in that. Oh, beautiful. Like I was saying, it's your time to harvest. It's your time to really enjoy the seeds that you've planted. And it's time to just really stand in your power of presence, your power of expansion, your power of knowing and understanding that it doesn't matter. It's like you're trying to analyze things, and the hows, the whens, the whys, that doesn't matter. It's the fact of knowing that it just is. This is yours. You've done the work, you've gone within, you've done the healing. You know, we all have more healing to do, but you've come so far that they're just like, you're now aligned with the harvest. You're now aligned with the beauty of the life that you desire. So they're asking you to just really trust in that. Trust in that sense of being, in that sense of knowing. It's very powerful, it's very strong, and it's fantastic. So embrace it and trust in it. Healing. So you've done so much healing. You've done that inner work. I mean, there's more to be done, and it's going to kind of unfold for you and with the work that you're doing internally. Like you're going within. You're that those meditations and those breathing and like all of these things that you're doing for yourself, they've really contributed to your healing and they've really helped you expand. And that's what's bringing forward this beautiful energy of fruition is, you know, you've done this inner work and you've come further than you actually think you have. So, you know, trust in your healing, trust the fact that you have come far and you have really come into a place of power. Awakening. Again, your healing, your journey, your inner power, your inner truths have just given you this beautiful expansion. You've gone through these awakenings, you've gone through these points of power where, you know, it was like there was a lot of hardships, there was a lot of heartache, and you had to deal with a lot. So, but you did it. You're here. You're tired, but now you're being rejuvenated. Now you're being pulled into this power of receiving and pleasure and joy and expansion. Like your awakening has opened this whole new world to you. You've now aligned with a higher vibration of yourself. So now it's time to enjoy it and just allow yourself to have it, allow yourself to know it. Soul writing. So this is very much a feeling of, it's like you're journaling and writing down what you want. How do you want your life to be? What do you want to bring into fruition? Connect with your soul and ask, like, attune with that, align with your soul purpose, align with that feeling of, this is what I want, this is what's in my energy, so on and so forth. So your soul writing will help to bring it to fruition, because it's like you're writing your book. You're writing, this journal is going to be your manuscript, I guess you could say. You're creating your story. So you are the alchemist, and writing it down, enjoying while you're doing it, like, ooh, this is amazing, this is wonderful. Feel it. It'll help you to really embrace it and help you to get to that point of just, you're smiling and not even knowing you're smiling while you're writing this down, because it feels so good and it feels so yours. So they want you to take time to do some soul writing and just journal and allow yourself to really know, to really engage with it, right? Feel that coming, and like, feel that energy coming in, feel that fruition that is already yours, that you've already done the work for. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse, which is amazing because we do have an eclipse coming the end of April. So again, powerful change. You are on the verge of something absolutely wonderful and beautiful and yours. It's always been there, and now you've aligned with it. You've cleared away a lot of the old energy, a lot of the like old suffering and clutter and things that were kind of holding you back. You worked through it. You did the inner work. You see yourself, you feel yourself, you know that you are worthy, you know that you are in such a powerful place of alignment. Believe in the impossible. So the blue moon is one of my favorites. It's, as I say, once in a blue moon, but believing in the impossible. Like I said, there is no dream that is too small. There's nothing that you can't manifest. If you want to buy an island, I don't know. You can. It's completely up to you. You are literally the alchemist. So there is no dream that is too small. There is nothing that you can't have. So obviously that does not include when it comes to, certain things, when it deals with other people. Because I know I get a lot of people asking about, love relationships or whatnot, and we can't force other people to feel what we want them to feel. So this is just about the life that you want and aligning with that. So that loving partnership, if you're single, that you're desiring, don't try to manipulate it and make it too specific. You write out the qualities of what you want in somebody, the qualities of your partner, and allow their universe to bring it to you. So those kinds of things. But everything else, manifest it. It's definitely yours, and it's definitely here for you. Be bold and make the first move. Just as I'm talking about, manifesting it. Yeah, make the first move. Write it down. Make it yours. Align with it. Allow yourself to have it. Know that you're worthy of it. Know that you're deserving of it. Know that you've done the inner work. Know that you're an amazing divine being, and everything that you want is already yours. So they're coming through very powerfully with this. Like, it's yours. It's yours. It's yours. So please make sure that you are aligning with it, having faith in it, knowing in it, and trusting it. Trust your connection. Trust yourself, and trust this journey, because it's bringing everything forward for you, and it's really quite magnificent. So your power is your power, and you have the power to achieve everything you want. Okay, group 2, we have the Malachites. Let's see. Group 2. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion. So right away I'm getting this feeling of just that feminine divine power of self, like that remember who the fuck you are kind of thing. Like that power is magnificent, and it's your it's you being in tune and in line with your body, mind, and spirit, and finding that divine balance with your divine feminine. It's like you've been very much in divine masculine energy, and it's it's kind of like your fight or flight. It's like it was your I'm standing my ground, and but in a very aggressive way, when now it's time to embrace that sensuality of self, that sensuality of your divine feminine, because your divine feminine is just as strong as the divine masculine, and just finding that balance, finding that inner power, that inner strength in your gifts, in your intuition, in the wisdom that you've already gained through this healing process. You're on this beautiful healing journey, and so much is coming forward for you. And it's like that, working on your sacral chakra with that passion and that pleasure, that of life, that pleasure and that enjoyment of the simplicity of life, and being sensual with yourself, being sensual in everything you do. Like it, just appreciating the sun and the stars and the whatever, like all these beautiful things that are coming forward. It's just really embracing that creativity of yourself, because you are bringing forward a lot of beautiful energy, and make it yours. Like whatever you want, make it yours. The creativity and the passion and the power that you have through your divine feminine is really going to help you to bring that forward in such a beautiful and like very smooth way. Hostilities. So this is asking you to release any kind of inner conflicts, any kind of old guilt or old just there's some kind of old energy that's kind of like poking at you kind of thing, to try to pull you back or try to pull you out of the vibration that you're in right now. Like you're in a very good place, and it's just kind of like it's time to release the old, and it's just like there's this old ick, and by ick I mean just like old energy that's unhealthy, that's toxic, that's imbalanced and stuff like that. You've come so far and much further than that energy can even really reach. So embracing your power, because if even in the card she has the power center above her crown chakra, and that's you saying, no, I release all of that. I am in my power now, and it is my time. So release all of those worries, those doubts, those fears, that old crap that's trying to pull you back, because it's not who you are now, and they don't have any power over you. Power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. Again, yes, it is time to remember who you are. Remember that no one and nothing has power over you without your permission. So releasing any kind of old attachments or old just toxicity. There's like situations that just try to hold you back and keep you down, because you are in that pivotal place of that expansiveness. So it's like, those slingshots, when they pull the slingshot back just before they release it, it's like you're in that pulled back mode, but it's time to release it, and you're going to shoot forward, and everything's going to be like hyper speed in such a beautiful way. And it's just allowing yourself to remember that nothing has power over you. You have power over it. So having that control over your emotions, and remembering that nothing has happened that wasn't meant to happen, because it's bringing you to a place of your personal power, and it's bringing you back to center. So it just feels like you went through a lot, and it was because your team is reminding you that you are extremely and infinitely powerful, and nothing and no one can have power over you without your permission. So just make sure that you are standing in your own power and remembering that. Tenderness. So this is very much, I feel, about that self-love, that self-care. You've done so much work already, and you've come so far already, and now it's time to nurture yourself. Give the love that you want to give to everyone else, and the love that you have within you to you. This is a time of like remembering that you are a loving divine being, and you're worthy of all of your dreams and your hopes, your desires, and having that love for yourself, and going within and really saying, what, I deserve better than what I've accepted in the past, so to speak, and having that vibration and giving that support to yourself of, I'm worth so much more than this, and I'm going to achieve what I want. I'm going to align with my heart's desires. And I love myself, because this loving energy that you're giving yourself is going to bring forward, you know, other energies that are going to help you in this life, and like soul family and healthy connections. And if you're single, I feel like there's a loving energy that's going to be coming forward, like someone that you're aligning with, because you're releasing the old and the stagnant energy from your past, the old, like, just ick energy, basically. Create space. So by releasing that old ick energy and just the stagnancy of the past, you're creating space for these new, beautiful, bountiful blessings to come forward, whether it's in love, finances, happiness, joy, like an abundant life. Like, you're creating space for this energy to come forward, because you're allowing yourself to release. You're giving yourself permission to let go of what no longer serves you, what no longer is working for you. And it feels like there's some discomfort or fear of that, uncertainty, so to speak. But the more you release and the more you allow yourself to move forward, the more you're creating space for these beautiful blessings, and you're aligning yourself with these blessings. You're aligning yourself with the new beginnings, especially with the new moon today. This is the time of your personal power. Like, really do some inner divine work for your divine feminine being and empower her. Give her her power back. Remind her how amazing she is, kind of thing. Whether you're male or female, every single being has divine feminine, divine masculine. So embracing that balance and embracing that power of, like, that creativity of the divine feminine, the nurturing, the loving energy, and the forceful energy that the divine feminine has. It's like, remember, Mother Nature is all about divine feminine, and she can, cause tsunamis and stuff like that. So the divine feminine is extremely powerful. So, balance with that and really embrace that and create space for all these beautiful new beginnings. Nourish again. So you've got two cards for nourish. So they're really coming forward with, take the time to nourish your soul. Do the simple things in life that you love. Go for a walk. Do a meditation. Hang out with a friend, and just be present in each moment. Be present with yourself. Be present in every breath, kind of thing. So it's like, nourish your soul. What helps you to feel good? Just chilling and reading, or watching your favorite movie, or journaling, or just being present. So please take time to nourish, and really, this expansion has been very uncomfortable for you, and very almost frustrating, I guess you could say. It's like, enough already, like, blah. So they're just really asking you to please nourish yourself. Please give yourself that love and that inner peace, that inner sanctum, that inner sanctuary. So take time to do things that you love, just simple things. It doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple, keep it fun, keep it light, and nourish yourself. Nourish your inner sense of love and self. Insight. So again, that connection and that intuition that you have, that power that you have that is within you. You are more powerful than you give yourself credit for. So the insight that you have, the intuition that you have, the connection that you have, the more you love yourself and the more you do the work within to free yourself of any old limited beliefs or doubts or worries or anything, the more that connection and the more that insight and clarity will come forward very smoothly. It'll just ebb and flow, and it will come through, and it will feel very natural to you. So they're just asking you to, let go and trust, like, let go and believe, let go and know, because that energy that's coming forward for you is magnificent and beautiful and yours. So you're aligning with it. Hold your vision. Very much along what we're talking about, of holding your vision, holding your truth, holding your sanctuary within, knowing within yourself. And there's just things that they're asking you to allow yourself to let go of, allow yourself to release, and be fearless in this release, be fearless in this becoming, because what's in store is so much more beautiful and supportive and beneficial than you have ever experienced. And this is because you're doing the work. This is because you're trusting this process. And even on the hard days, you're still trusting the process, even though sometimes you may feel like, frustrated and I'm tired and all of that. Holding your vision and your truth and trusting this process is going to really help you to align with it, because that's all they're asking you to do, is to align with it and allow yourself to be free from the old. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So Pisces is a water sign, so the fluidity of ebbing and flowing, and allowing yourself to find that balance. And again, that balance in divine masculine, divine feminine, and finding that, like, you're trying to figure out how something's going to work. Okay, well, I want to do this, but I need this to do that. Like, that's the practicality. So you have to find that balance in trust and allowance. So this is what I want, and this is what I'm allowing to come forward. So don't try to obsess about it, or it's almost like trying to figure out the pathway. Just allow it to come. Don't obsess about it. Release obsessive overthinking. Release attachments. Release the attachment to outcomes, and just allow it to flow to you, rather than trying to swim upstream to get to it. You're just chilling, and you're doing the work, so you're allowing this to come to you. You don't have to fight for it. It's yours. Be bold and make the first move. So this is very much you stepping into your power, you stepping into that trust without seeing, how do they say about taking the next step when you can't see the next step, kind of thing. So you're just trusting in yourself. You're trusting in the divine. You're trusting in your connection. You're trusting in the fact that, okay, well, I don't know what's behind that door, but I'm going to open it anyways, because I'm trusting the process. So you're ebbing and flowing, and you're allowing yourself to let go of control of the uncontrollable. You're allowing yourself to really feel that fluidity of connectivity. So try not to analyze it to death. Just allow it to come forward and step into that power. Say, you know what? I'm just going to jump. It's like jumping. The people that like to do skydiving, jump and trust it, because it is beautiful and strong and yours. And you making that move to trust, you making that move to that sense of knowing, that sense of belief, and that sense of you're just ebbing and flowing. That's where your power is. Like, as soon as you decide to trust, as soon as you decide to embrace that inner power and that balance, you're going to feel a shift, because your expansion is beautiful and strong, and it's pulsating. So they're just make that move of trusting your own spiritual guidance, trusting your connection with your team. Okay, pile 3 with the beautiful Moonstone. Okay. Go with the flow. Letting go, cleansing, receiving. So I feel this is very much about kind of letting the reins go. You've done so much inner work, and it's like you're holding on so tightly to the reins that it's kind of slowing you down a bit, rather than releasing the reins and allowing spirit to work with you, allowing your universal power to really come forward and to really clear away the old while embracing the new, because you're getting in alignment with receiving. You're getting in alignment with that power of becoming, and that power of truth of what is meant for you is already yours. So they're just asking you to release the reins, just deep breath, go with the flow, and know that what is coming is so beautiful and so powerful and intense that it's going to bring so much joy and so much love to your life. Earth magic, fearlessness, removing obstacles. So again, get out of your own way. You are a powerful divine being. Release the reins, get out of your own way, and you're no longer blocking blessings with doubt and fears and worries and trying to control the outcome or trying to control how things are flowing. They're just asking you to let that go. Like, it feels like you're very uncomfortable in not knowing. You tend to be kind of, I need to know what the next move is, or I need to know what is behind that door before I open it, like those kinds of things. They're just asking you to ebb and flow, like allow that flow to come to you, and trust this magic of the power of your connection. It feels you're very like, embrace that fearlessness, embrace that, it is what it is in a beautiful way. Say, and not trying to control it or not trying to guide it or steer it or make it happen, rather than allowing it to happen for you, right? So that earth magic and that connection and that power and that beauty of all that is there for you. And this is your fruition. The earth, like, it's like, it's springtime, and these flowers are trying to come out in the ground. Like, all of these beautiful things are coming back to life and into fruition. So they're asking you to allow that to happen for you. Touching earth, planting something new, which is perfect for today in the new moon, because you are planting seeds of fruition. You're planting the seeds of, this is how I want my life to be. This is what I want for my life. So trust in the energy of you planting these seeds. You've already planted seeds over the last few months, and now it's like everything's slowly coming into fruition. They're just asking you to get out of your own way. Like, relinquish control to try to figure everything out and analyze things. Like, the analytical brain is kind of trying to figure out all the details when it's just not meant to, right? It's our spiritual selves, our divine selves that understand, our soul self that understands. So attune with that, align with that, and release the power, release that the energy of trying to control anything outside of yourself. Go within, do meditations, relax, journal. Like, journaling, especially today, would be wonderful. How do you want your life to be? What do you want to bring into fruition? Where do you see yourself, a month from now, kind of thing, or a year from now, or 5 years from now? Plan it. Make it happen, because by you writing things out, so in 5 years, I'm going to have this, I'm going to be here, and write it all out. Enjoy it. Feel that process. And really connect with that earth magic, because you're literally planting your seeds right now. So please be very mindful of your thoughts and your emotions. So take that time to, in mindfulness, in practicing, you have a negative thought, or you have a thought of fear or something, switch it up, flip that switch. And instead of I can't, say I am, or take those moments to say, when you have a negative thought, I release attachment to this thought. I release attachment to wanting control, to control the outcome, and those kinds of things. Just be very mindful of your thoughts and your feelings right now. Your healing energy is very powerful, and it feels like it's been very, very difficult during this healing journey. A lot of heartache, a lot of sense of loss, but truly you haven't really lost anything, because you've come home to yourself. You've come home to this beautiful healing center that has always been in you. And you going within and you allowing yourself to feel, to deal, and to heal is what is bringing forward these beautiful, abundant, life altering, like, choices that are coming forward for you. And it's beautiful. So know that you're healing, and like old sufferings and old heartaches and old energy that kind of held you back, because it felt very heavy and very like, how do I even heal from this, or how do I even let this go? But you are, and you have. So your healing journey has really brought you forward into such a beautiful place of self. It's brought you home to yourself. It's brought you home to a place of that sense of knowing that you deserve so much more than what you have accepted in the past. Yeah. soul writing. So they're asking you to do this. Another deck got this card as well, and it's just asking you to do journaling, like write from your soul. Your soul knows everything. So do some meditation, do some breathing exercises, do some grounding exercises, have a Reiki session, do something to help kind of balance and clear and really connect with your soul, because writing through your soul, listen, listen to your soul. You're already aligned with so much. They're just asking you to release that control of wanting to figure out, the analytical part of it. It's just a waste of energy, I guess you could say, when we try to logically think about things when we should just be feeling things. So take that journaling time, journal what you want, make it beautiful, make it everything your heart desires. There's nothing that you cannot have. There's nothing that you cannot bring into fruition. You are the alchemist. You are the co-creator. So think about, like, you co-create with the creator of worlds, because you are part of source energy. You are not separated from, the oneness or the creativity of the universe. So take time to, write things out and start your own little book, I guess you could say, of this is how I want my life to be. And that's going to help you to kind of be in that power and be in that joy of receiving. Wow, the other group got the same card as well. So there's a theme. You are the universe. Literally. We are not separate from the universe. We are part of source. We are part of each other. We are part of the unity of the oneness. So this is what they're trying to show you, that you can literally create whatever you want. Literally. You have the power within you to bring forward your heart's desires, especially today, with it being the new moon in Aries and the fiery power of Aries. They're determined, they're confident, they're go-getter. They get it, or they want it, and they'll get it. So this is the power that you're in. It's really time to jump forward and let that fiery energy burn away all the old, all the worries, all the doubt, all the sense of lack or sense of insecurity or sense of attachments to the old. It's really time for you to remember that you are literally part of the universe, and that you have the ability to bring into fruition and anything and everything you want. Okay. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. So this is about you bringing love into your power. That self-love, that self-healing, that self-awareness of you are worth all that your heart desires. You are worthy, you are deserving, you are divine. And there's something about they're coming about through with something about forgiveness, like you allowing forgiveness for yourself and others. Forgiving yourself first. It's like there's that feeling of, why did I allow this to happen? Like, why did I allow this to go on? Or why did I allow this to, like, why did I stay in this state? Or there's just like, you're blaming yourself for old energies, right? And they're asking you to just release that and allow yourself to bring love to you. And when we release with love, and that's divine source love, release the situation, person, place, or thing with love, with that source love, to say, what, I give forgiveness to myself and others. And there's just their feeling of blame, like release the blame. Things happen and had to play out for a specific reason that we may not be conscious of, because we're not meant to be at this time. It's just showing us that certain things transpired in order to bring us home to ourselves, so that you can fully fall in love with who you are in this moment and trust in your inner power and all that is coming forward for you. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Beautiful. So again, this is, you're finally stepping through a threshold. Like, you're finally moving forward. You're finally allowing yourself to grieve and release, so to speak. It's like, but that will come through you giving forgiveness for yourself and to others. And it's not even in a way of you like literally saying, I forgive you. This is you having that higher self conversation, higher self to higher self, where, I forgive this, that, and the other. And I allow myself to move on. I take my power back, because that's how we take our power back from any situation, is through forgiveness, because it's no longer going to tarnish who we are. Or, sorry, that sound is my bunny. It's not going to, like putting those blocks of wanting resolution or wanting closure, or like, you can give that to yourself through releasing and through allowing yourself to let go of an old cycle and let go of the expectation outside of yourself on anyone else. So I release expectations, I release attachments, and all of those kinds of positive affirmations will help you to really move forward, because it's going to feel so much better now that this cycle has like fully come to a close. Okay. Nothing will come of this situation. So it's like, release it. You're holding on to something that's no longer in alignment with you. So allow yourself to let go. Allow yourself to make space for the receiving of the amazing things that are coming forward for you. You know, this self-healing journey and this journey of becoming has caused a lot of issues and a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, and a lot of self-doubt. So they're just asking you to just let go. Like, being in a void can be a good thing, because it's time for that contemplation and finding balance within ourselves and allowing ourselves to just be. I am here right now in this moment, and I am safe, and I am strong, and I am, all of these beautiful things. So allow yourself to just be present. Allow yourself to just let go. Once you give yourself permission to release, once you give yourself permission to forgive, that expansion is going to be amazing. And it's going to come in pretty quick. It's going to be kind of chaotic, but in a really beautiful way. So just trust this process and just allow yourself to release the situations that are just not serving you and just aren't healthy for you, and this are not part of your becoming or part of your newness, your new beginnings. There's so many beautiful things coming forward, and that's what matters, is all the new and all of the power that you have within you already. Okay, guys, I hope you have a beautiful new moon day. Please trust in your gifts, trust in your connectivity, and trust that you have everything that you need for you to embrace these beautiful new beginnings. There are so many abundant things coming forward, and I just hope that you all enjoy them. Stay blessed. Namaste.